This isn't my weather.
This isn't her weather.
No. It got that misty, I'm going to get wet weather. Not raining, but...
But see, look she's not melting yet.
Not yet. You had the right word.
What about you, Kylie?
Nothing.
Yeah. How did you do? Did you weigh yourself
Yeah.
yet?
Yeah, lost 2 pounds.
2 pounds. Very good.
In 1 week, that's good.
We're going to have to do this fast because it is actually raining.
And I went for the whole 2 miles.
She went for the whole 2 miles. I was shocked. I really was.
I'm surprised.
But I'm going to go home. Jim and I are going to go do early voting today. But he's going to wait till election day.
Yeah, my husband just has it in his head for doing that.
Yeah.
Because he wants to face those people if they're going to try to intimidate us.
I've been telling Jim for like 2 weeks that the early voting started, and he keeps saying, So then last night when I was watching TV, he comes in the TV room and he said, you know what, I just saw on the TV that there's early voting in Michigan. Really? We should do that. He says, yeah, I was thinking that. All right.
Bye.
Well, good morning. Today is Monday, October 19th, and yes, it's raining. But I want to get my outdoor vlog going. I'm already wet. My father used to say you don't have the sense that God gave a goose. Yeah, that's true. I stay out in the rain, it doesn't matter. But we do have a birthday today. Today is Angie's sister Dana. It's Dana's birthday. Angie's over from Smack Vision. So Dana, I don't know that you watch my channel, but maybe Ange will show it to you. You know, she's a brat, but she's a loving brat. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday, dear Dana. Happy birthday to you. Cha-cha-cha. Well, at least I got to sing a birthday. I like a couple of you told me when your birthdays were, and you told me how you wanted your name to be said so that you would know I was singing just to you. So I'm glad you did that. So if you got a birthday, let me know. I'll sing. You know I will. Today I wanted to think about focusing. F-O-C-A-S. Focus on a course until you have success. I think that's what it said, but that's what I'm thinking it should mean. Because we can't always be motivated. I know this more than anybody else. You can't always be motivated, but if you're disciplined, then that really makes up for not being motivated on a certain day. If you're waking up and you're just thinking, man, I'm just not feeling it today, be disciplined enough to at least rein yourself in a little bit, not to make some poor choices. If you're not motivated, you might make a couple bad choices, but if you're disciplined, you're not going to make as many, because you need a little bit of combination of both. You need to be motivated and you need to be disciplined. And you have to keep reminding yourself that you're doing this for yourself. You know, sure, you like to get the praise. I love having people say, oh my gosh, you look so much thinner. Oh, those pictures I put at the beginning, I don't remember being that big. I really don't. But it's really keeping me disciplined this month, and motivated too, to, oh, I'm hearing my geese going by. They heard me mention them. Oh, there's a whole flock of them. They're too far away. You can. Oh, there's like 3 sets. Oh, the one set said, nope, we're going this way. And then they all turn. I'd love to know how they do that. Just the lead bird decides, and then they all know that they're turning. So I'm your lead bird. And we're all going to turn toward being disciplined this week. Maybe you might not be motivated, but we're all going to head in the direction of discipline. See, I threw something out about the goose in the universe, and then a whole flock of geese, 2 flocks of geese, flew by to remind me. But, well, anyway, like I was saying, everybody wants to get that praise from someone else. And, like a lot of times you think, oh, my husband would really like it, or my wife would really like it if I lost a few pounds in that. And you know what? I think that you kind of resent the fact that they didn't notice that I lost a half a pound this week. Well, nobody's going to notice you lost a half a pound. They're just not. I think that people really aren't going to notice until you lose like 10 or 15 pounds. But you know in yourself that you've lost 10 or 15 pounds. And you know that's enough to keep you going. And it's enough to make you feel proud of yourself, because you can't expect other people to be proud of yourself if you're not proud of your own self. And you have to know, I'm doing this for me. I'm the one that has to lug all this weight around. I'm the one that, when I'm sick, I'm the one that's sick. I mean, granted that when you're sick, the other people around you are affected, but you're the one that has to deal with it. And you're the one that has to deal with the sideways glances from people. I don't really care. But a lot of people, that bothers them. I'm not going to say that it doesn't bother me that people look at me like with pity, I guess, when I was bigger. Like, oh my gosh, look how big she is. Does she not know how big she is? Yeah, I didn't. I knew I was big. I knew I was big. But I didn't think I was big. And I was big. So, and I need to put that picture. So if you need to dig up some old picture, I mean, one of my regrets is that I was always the one that was hiding behind someone else, because as if I thought that was going to hide the fact that I was fat. Because your face gives it all away. Look at anybody face-to-face Fridays. You don't need to see their whole body. You can just see their face and see the transformation just in their face. So you weren't really hiding anything as much as you thought you were. And if you don't have that before picture, I don't think you can really appreciate how far you've come. Because I'll be honest with you, I know that I've lost like 93 something pounds. And I'm proud of that fact. But I don't really think that, I lost 93 pounds. Until I look at a picture and I'm thinking, oh my gosh, Sandy, you lost 93 pounds. And I got there with motivation and determination, and also with discipline. Because if you don't have discipline in your life, and no matter what, you have to have discipline in your money matters, in your health matters, in your food matters. All of those things matter as far as having discipline. That doesn't mean that every day you're going to wake up with determination and discipline and motivation. There's going to be days that you're just going to wake up and you're going to go, not today. No, not today. And that's okay. It's just one day. Just don't let that one day lead into the second day, and then the third day. And then don't wait until weigh-in day to start again. If you make a mistake and you gain some weight, don't say, you know what, the hell with it. I'm going to just wait until I get weighed next week. I'm just going to enjoy the rest of the week. You're going to pay for that on the scale, and you're going to pay for it on your body, and you're going to pay for it in your mind, because you're going to be so mad at yourself for just giving up. There's no giving up in me. There really is no giving up in me. And you have to set some sort of goal, but don't set it so low that you achieve it, because then it's just not really. It's like when I always tell my kids, when you're playing a game, if you have to cheat to win, did you really win? Did you really win? And that's how I feel about my weight loss. It's just like, I could starve myself for a weigh-in the next day, and then like, oh my gosh, I lost 2 pounds. But then as soon as I ate something that day, I'm going to gain it all back. I just cheated myself, because then I got to work all that much harder the whole next week to keep that 2 pounds off that really wasn't a really 2 pound loss. So that's why I'm eating properly, setting my goal at a pound or less a week, and be happy. I lost 0.8 for 2 weeks in a row. That's a pound and a half I lost in 2 weeks. It's a pound and a half more than I lost the previous 2 weeks. So you got to look at it that way. So be determined. I have a new subscriber that has a channel, and she's trying to reach 1,000 subscribers. She's got like 750 right now, I think. Her name is Miss Mer, M-E-R. She's already lost 100 pounds. She's doing really well. So I was watching a couple of her videos yesterday, so I'm going to share a link to her channel. Go over to her channel, give her some love, subscribe, let her know I sent you over. 100 pounds is, 10 pounds is a lot, but 100 pounds is good too. 100 pounds is better than 10 pounds, obviously. And I'm not sure if y'all saw that I convinced Carrie over at Weight Watchers with Carrie to come back filming. So she had 2 videos up over the weekend. I tagged her in one, and then she did a what I ate in the day, and then she explained why she's been gone and things like that. And she said she's going to get back to vlogging and that, and I hope she does, because Carrie, we all miss you. We all missed you so much. But anyway, like I said, I don't have a problem walking in the rain. I remember one time I was walking in the rain, and it was just like, it was spitting. Then it was sprinkling. Then it was raining. And then it was thundering and lightning, and I don't like walking in the thundering and lightning. And I was completely drenched. And then Jim decided to come look for me when I was like 3 houses away. I said, I still got in the car and took a ride, because I felt bad that he went looking for me. But I was so wet I couldn't get my clothes off. And that's the worst feeling ever. It's like like a bathing suit will come off. I mean, it's still a little difficult, but it still comes off. But try to take off like a sweatshirt and then a shirt and then a t-shirt and then your bra. And it's just, it just sticks to you. But I got at that time I was walking 3 miles. I got my whole 3 miles, well, minus 2 houses. I got my 3 miles in, so. Okay, like I said earlier, that Jim and I are going to go vote today. And I got some laundry. And then I have my Zoom call with my cousin tonight. Michael's doing really good with his therapy. He likes his therapist for physical therapy. He goes on Mondays and Fridays. And he says he's sore, but, you know, he's doing better. So, okay, I'll talk to you guys at breakfast. Well, we're on our way to vote. But Jim's like thinking about something here.
Yeah, my seat gut.
Discombobulated. So here we go. It's raining still. But that's not going to keep us from voting, is it, Jim?
Nope.
Back from voting, so now I'm going to have my breakfast. I'm going to have some Cheerios, cup of tea, and a grapefruit. Today is Monday, October 19th. I started my day with a prayer. My quote is, "Discipline is choosing between what you want now and what you want most." It's a 9-point breakfast, 0 for my tea, my banana, and my grapefruit, 4 points for a cup and a half of Cheerios, and 5 points for a cup of 2% milk. It's 9 points. I still have 14 points left. A little bit different breakfast for me. Changing it up a little. Okay, I'm going to have a sandwich. Once I start eating it, I'll fold it over. I can't get it to stay together while I'm just showing it, but. And then some sugar-free pudding and a pickle and my iced tea. It's a 6-point lunch, 2 points for Mission Carb Master Wrap, 0 for my, I have like 1 slice of ham, spinach, a pickle, my mustard, sugar-free Jell-O, and my iced tea. 2 points for my half of ounce of Swiss cheese that I have on there, which you can't see. Oh, it's right there. Right there. And 2 points for 2 tablespoons of the tostada guacamole salsa. So I still have 8 points left for dinner. I get the pre-sliced cheese at Kroger's. My glass of kosher dill pickles. My Dijon mustard. I love this avocado salsa. My unsweetened tea and my Mission Carb Master flour tortilla. And that's my spinach in here. Okay, let's go eat lunch. I don't know if you can hear her in the background. I'll show you. How about if I show you who we're watching? We're watching Susie Buey. And look what time I'm eating my lunch, 3 o'clock. But I ate my breakfast at noon. And I plan on eating my dinner about 7. So, okay, let's go eat. Okay, for dinner I'm going to have a cottage cheese and some pineapple and a salad and my lemonade and cranberry juice. It is an 8-point dinner. 4 points for my 2 tablespoons of Thousand Island dressing, 3 points for half a cup of cottage cheese, and 1 point for my lemonade, 0 for the salad and the pineapple. Once again, I had it right on the nose today. I was just watching, look at my sweater is way too big, but you know what, it's comfy. It's like a chilly day. It's been damp and raining. And so I just put my oversized sweatshirt on that I like. I was watching my videos. I got pretty much caught up on them. And I was watching Robbie, Fricky Fitwolf. And his stepmother, Donna, is in the hospital. So I was going to ask everybody if they could pray for his stepmom. They don't really know what's wrong with her just yet. I guess she went in the hospital Saturday night, and so they're checking different things. But he's obviously quite upset. So if we could pray for Donna. And she just opened up her new channel, Daily Dose of Donna. So hopefully it's not anything too serious. But Robbie was saying how he felt bad because the hospital she's at was the hospital that his mother was in before she died. She was been there for a couple of years. And he was having a hard time going to visit her, especially with COVID. You can't have people over, you can't have but one person at a time. And obviously his dad wanted to be in there with his wife, so, but, you know, Robbie went and sat with her for a little bit. But he was saying how he felt bad, and I could so relate. I'm thinking so many people can relate to that. And it kind of reminded me of when my sister Sue had a lot of health issues, and we were always going to visit her in the hospital, and she was in and out of nursing homes all the time, and some of them weren't really the greatest nursing homes, but she finally got in a really nice nursing home, and we were visiting with her, and so we didn't go the one day. I went on a Wednesday to see her, and then on a Thursday, I was just talking to her on the phone, and it was about 10 to 9 at night, and she couldn't do anything on her own. She had to have help with everything, and she was young. She was only 62 when she passed away, but she had so many health issues, and so we were talking on the phone, and she had told me, she says, well, the nurse is here to help me, and I'm going to go to the bathroom, get situated for bed, and go to sleep. Are you going to come to see me tomorrow at lunch? And I said, well, yeah, I told you I was going to come to see you. And she says, oh, could you stop at McDonald's and get me a, you know, quarter pounder with cheese meal? And I go, yeah, that sounds good. This was before I joined Weight Watchers. I said, yeah, that sounds really good. I think I'll pick something up too. And I said, Denise is going to come with me, and you know, we'll just have lunch down in the dining room because we can put you in the wheelchair and we'll push you down to the dining room. So she says, oh, that sounds good. And I said, oh, that's good. So she says, okay, well then I'll see you tomorrow. And I said, I'll see you tomorrow. She says, I love you. And I go, I love you too, Sue. And hung up the phone. And then I guess Denise had called her and talked to her about 9 o'clock. And at 9:20, my sister Mary called me and said that, you know, we need to get to the nursing home. Sue's had a turn tonight. And I go, a turn? And she said, she's dead. And I go, oh, she's not dead. I said, I just talked to her like a half an hour ago. She says, I think she's dead. So Denise came and picked me up, and we went to the nursing home where she was at. And we sat with her by the bed till they came. And I mean, it was really hard. It really was hard. So thankfully that the nursing home wasn't close to my house. So it wasn't like I had to have a reminder of it or anything, you know. So it was sad. It was a sad day, but I didn't really think too much about it. And then Jim's sister Barb was having some health issues, and she had to go into a nursing home. And so I had suggested the nursing home that my sister was in because it was a really nice nursing home, and it was like they were really, really good staff, and they were very friendly, and it was very clean. And she lived on the other side of, well, we have like east side of Detroit and the west side of Detroit. She lived on the west side of Detroit. Not that we're this huge city, but I mean, it was just, you'd have to live in Michigan to understand it. But anyway, so she says, okay, I'll come to your side of town. I said, well, that would be better because then Bertie and I could come and visit you all the time. And because it's only like 20 minutes from my house. And so, you know, we'll be able to visit with you if you're in where you're at, because she was in Belleville. I said, I can't tell you how many I won't drive that far. And Bertie works, and so I don't know. I said, at least where if you go in there, I can make it there. I can drive there by myself. So she said, okay. So we made the arrangements, and she got checked into the hotel, into the nursing home. And this was about 2 years later, maybe. No, it wasn't even 2 years. I think it was less than a year. Susie died in 15, maybe less than a year. But anyway, so Barb called, and she said that she was in the nursing home, but she didn't know what room she was in. And I said, oh, okay. So I got to the nursing home, and the nurse gave me the room number she was in, and I thought, that number sounds so familiar. It just sounds so familiar. And when I turned down, because the halls were weird, the way they went, and when I turned down the hall, it just brought back a memory. And as I was walking down the hall, I remembered walking down that hall for my sister. And then I had to turn into the room, and it was my sister's room. And I thought, oh my God, this is the room Susie died in. And I had the hardest time walking into that room. But thankfully she wasn't in the same bed. Not that it would have mattered, but it was like, oh my gosh. And so I was just so sad that day. And then Barb thought I was sad because she was in the nursing home, which I was sad that she was in the nursing home. But I was sad because it was just a memory of my sister. And it never got easier. It never got easier. And Barb was in that nursing home for, I think it was like 8 weeks. She was in there. And I went and visited her like 2 or 3 times a week. And every time I went in that room, it was like I felt like Susie was in there with me. And I never told Barb until she went home that that was the room, because I didn't want to spook her or anything. But anyway, so I can so relate that some things are just really hard and you just really got to overcome them. And if I can overcome it, I know you can too, Robbie. So, but with that, I'm going to end the video. How about a sad note to end the video on, isn't it? It's kind of depressing. But I just wanted to let him know that he's not alone. I mean, we have all had those experiences, I'm sure. So, as Susie Buey says, chin up. She's here to cheer you on. I love watching Susie too. She perks me up all the time. So, anyway, if you're new to my channel, leave a comment, subscribe, share, hit the like button. Stay safe. I'll talk to you guys tomorrow.